Welcome ESL to the round of 12, as we will see who advances to the round of 8. This should be some exciting racing today here at Talladega. This is your round of 12 drivers. And what they're starting off with points. As you see, Lotus Lee is first with 21, Justin Chris second with 15, Merrill with 14, Killmonger 13, Andrew Green 13, Kyle 12, Amelia 10, Robert Tibbs 4, Weezy 3, Kenny 1, Odian 1, and Brogan doesn't have any points, so those guys have their work cut out for them today. A win will be huge for any of those drivers, as JQ is on the pole for today's race. As we get set for 90 laps of racing at Talladega. Will pit strategies come into play today? As the pace car comes off the track and we get set for the round of 12. Green flag is out and we are underway. As JQ with the early lead. It's all about drafting in this race as we head into one with Odian on the outside. Will the outside be the fast lane today? It has in the past. As we're 3 wide and somebody touches the wall, that looked like Trammell touched the wall. So things are already getting dicey and we just started. Odian still in the lead with Robert Tibbs on the outside. Robert Tibbs takes the lead. He's followed by Tyler Commander. Tyler Commander is extremely fast at these tracks. He's followed by Brogan. Brogan's in third, followed by Billy Sauter. We have 27 laps in this stage. But Robert Tibbs is leading the way early. Your top 5, Tibbs, Commander, Spraw, Sauter, Trammell. Now Tyler goes to the outside, but he has no help. But Trammell quickly gets behind him. Now the outside lane is the fast lane. Robert Tibbs is going inside outside. He's trying to block, trying to stay in the lead. Now Brogan goes to the outside, followed by Weezy. Weezy tucks in. Robert Tibbs jumps back to the outside. He's doing a great job in blocking right now. As we're 3 wide, as we see Rooster Rodden on the inside. That can get dangerous back there. Definitely want to be out front on these tracks because anything could happen mid-pack. Robert Tibbs is still your leader, followed by Brogan. Now we see Doug Britton, one of the drivers that was eliminated last week. He's trying to play spoiler today. Gerald Smith is on the outside. followed by Iwiz and Odeon. They're trying to make that outside lane work. As somebody just tags the wall. It looked like that was the 301, not too sure. But Robert Tibbs still leads the way, followed by Brogan and Travis Arthur. Travis Arthur has been putting together some solid runs these last few weeks. But 4 out of the 5 top cars in the top 5 are playoff drivers. Now Odeon goes to the outside. Can he get some help? As Zach Holdorf is in the pits, so he must have been one of the cars that hit the wall. He's definitely has some damage to that car. Now Gerald Smith with a crazy move in the inside, making it 3 wide. Robert Tibbs, Brogan, they're trying to pull away. That 3-car pack is trying to pull away. Can they pull away? Odeon and his teammate Tyler are right behind him. 21 laps to go. As the 509 is also on pit road. So he must have been the other car that hit the wall. As we see CJ get very loose in the back. Looks like he made contact with that wall as well. But Brogan has fallen out the draft. He has fallen back to 9th, 10th. He continues to fall. Robert Tibbs still in the lead. Two cars in the pits, both made contact with the wall. Doesn't take much to make contact at these speeds. If you get loose, you're gonna tag something, either a car or a wall. Rooster riding in the outside, followed by the 301 and Kyle Storm. Will they make that outside work? Rooster Rodden takes the lead for the first time today. As they tuck down to the inside lane. Rooster Rodden, Georgia, Robert Tibbs, Kyle Storm, Odeon, your top 5. Mr. Rodden goes back to the outside. They're trying to find any little bit of draft help they can get. And they're trying to block whatever it takes to win today. Robert Tibbs falls back to 4th. Being out front is great, but you're also burning a ton of fuel when you're in the lead. As we go around 1, Rooster continues to lead, followed by the 301. Now Gunny's on the outside. He also got eliminated last week. He is also playing spoiler today. Now we see Lotus Lee in the top 5. A lot of shuffling going on mid-pack. $17 laps to go in the first stage. Rooster Rodden continues to lead, doing a great job up front. CJ trying to make that high line work. Can he get any help? Now the 301 goes to the outside, goes back in. Gerald Smith now is trying to lead that outside. Now the 301 goes back to the inside. Rooster still on the outside, getting pushed by his teammate Kyle Storm. Kyle Storm trying to take the lead for the first time today. And he takes the lead, followed by Gerald Smith and CJ. If you get caught in the wrong side, if you get caught in the inside or the outside, sometimes you got to go where everyone else goes. Killmonger trying to make a move. He's up to third. You try to block, that might open up the other lane. Gerald Smith is in the outside. Kyle Storm goes back to the outside. Now Gerald Smith goes to the inside. It's basically picking your spots, trying to find when to make that move to get to the front. As Zach Holdorf is out the pits. "14 laps to go." Kyle Storm followed by his teammate Rooster Rodden. As Gunny is heading the inside lane. Can he work his way up to the front now? He joins everyone else as Freddie Trammell goes to the outside. Robert Simpson inside, but he is all alone. He definitely wants some help. Now Gunny's trying to make some noise. He makes it up to third. It's been some great racing so far. Who will win the stage? As we know, these stage wins are extremely important for the drivers that are in the playoffs. Justin Chris last week had a clean sweep as we see JQ head off onto pit road. And he's definitely has some damage on the right side of that car, so he definitely tagged that wall. Doesn't take much to make a mistake at Talladega. As we see a lapped car up ahead, that is Zach Holdorf. He's all alone. He has no drafting partner, so they will catch up to him, and that should shake up the field. Gerald Smith jumps to the outside. Outside might be where they want to be, especially with that lapped car up ahead. Gerald Smith dives down to the inside. Kyle Storm heading that outside lane, followed by his teammate. As we quickly approach the number 24. The Number 24 was on the high lane. Now he goes to the inside. Gerald Smith goes to the outside. They easily make the pass, and Rooster Rodden gets caught behind the 24. Now Travis Arthur's in the inside. Chris Andrews in the outside, followed by Lotus Lee. Chris Andrews with his first lead of the day. And it might be only for a few seconds as Lotus Lee's in the lead. Lotus Lee, Tyler, Odeon, Joshua, Doug, your top 5. Lotus Lee would love nothing more than to win this stage at another playoff point. Odeon is 3rd. He definitely needs a good run today to advance to the round of 8. But DOG has shown speed at the super speedways this season. As we have another lap car up ahead, JQ. Rooster Rodden got caught before. Will somebody make the same mistake he made as we go around, start heading around turn 4? Eight laps to go this time by. Lotus Lee goes to the outside. Everyone is trying to follow him as CJ heads into the pits. He also definitely tagged the wall or tagged someone else. Being mid-pack is dangerous. Being up front is where you want to be. Zach Holdorf heading back to the pits. Still has some damage on that car. 7 laps to go. Number 21 trying to make something work on the inside, but he has no one there. Lotus, Tyler, Odeon, your top 3. Six laps to go. Now we see Amelia Rose on the outside, trying to make the outside work, followed by Gerald Smith. Who will win this stage? Lotus Lee continues to lead. 5 laps to go. As the 231 made contact. That was almost disastrous. That was a great save by the number 2. That definitely would have brought the caution out. As we're all single file. Four laps to go. It's been some great racing so far. We have 5 playoff drivers in the top 10. Three laps to go. Will Lotus Lee win stage 1? As everyone is content to be single file at the moment. There is no lapped cars up ahead. There is CJ, but I don't know if we'll make it to him in time. If they do catch him before the end of the stage, this could get very interesting. And it seems like they are making ground on CJ. 2 laps to go. As the 61 takes a look to the outside, but there's literally no one there. Everyone is kind of just happy to be single file right now. You do not want to hang yourself out to dry. Amelia Rose goes to the inside. Now that single file line splits up. Joshua King tries to go to the outside, but now they just get back in line. Amelia Rose loses the draft. That's the chance you take when you step to the outside to make a move. 1 lap to the end of stage 1. Will anyone make a move? As we're quickly approaching CJ, we will catch him before this lap is over. Lotus Lee goes to the inside. And he makes a mistake. Now Tyler goes to the outside. What a mistake by the 125. Tyler Commander wins stage 1. What a mistake by the 125. He had the stage 1. He had that playoff point in hand, and he gives it away. Now it's going to come down to the pits. I assume everyone comes in this time around. if you come in first into the pits, you definitely want to come out first. You do not want to lose spots at this track. As we see, you do not want to be in the middle of the pack or towards the tail end of the field. That's where a lot of these issues start happening. As everyone is following the number 019 Tyler Commander. Who will come out of pit road first? As I see Billy Sauter, Joshua King, Tyler comes out first. Joshua King, Billy, the 301, Rooster Rodden, the number 3 Brogan. For the most part, the top 10 kind of stays intact. Lotus goes all the way down to 10th. Not a great stop for that team. Odeon fell all the way down to 25th. So there was issues on that pit stop. Odeon is extremely pissed off on the radio, cussing up a storm. Can't make mistakes like this in a round of 12. Well, now it's getting ready for stage 2. So some drivers have their work cut out for them in the second stage. Let's see where these playoff drivers are currently at. Brogan currently in 6th. Amelia Rose in 8th. Lotus Lee 10th. Killmonger 15th. As the standings shuffle a little bit as we're getting set for stage 2. Kyle Storm 18th. Or 19th. Justin Chris 18th. They got their work cut out for them today. Odeon 25th with the bad pit stop. Merle is 30th. Kenny is 29th. Eweezy is 32nd, but they're all on the lead lap. But they need to make something happen because they're at the tail end of the field. That's not where you want to be at right now, especially if you want to advance to the round of 8. And Andrew Green in 20th. So those drivers have their work cut out for them. Robert Tibbs in 16th. And that is why it's extremely difficult to win at Talladega. There's so much that can happen. As we go around turn 3. pace car comes off the track as we get set for the start of stage 2. Green flag is out and we are back to racing as Tyler has a great start, has a great restart. He leads the way heading into turn 1. Joshua King on the outside. Now Joshua King takes the lead for the first time today. Joshua King with the lead, followed by the 301 and Brogan. Those are your top 3. That's your top 5 are currently single file. We saw a lot of single file towards the end of stage 2. No one could really create separation in the first stage. As Robert Tibbs is leading that high line. He is followed by Justin Chris. Now Rooster Rodden jumps out there. Can they make that outside work? As we've seen on most of this race, there's a lot of blocking going on. So if somebody comes out, everybody tries to block. That opens the other lane up. So it's a chance you take when you try to make a move to either lane. Joshua King still in the lead. You have 3 playoff drivers in the top 5. They're still trying to make that outside lane work, but it hasn't been successful so far. As that looks like it's the number 24 just came out the pits. Will he cause any problems? We saw Lotus make a mistake earlier. Joshua King goes to the outside. Everyone follows suit. The number 2 gets caught behind the 24. As Odion has worked his way up to 16th. And Gunny has the fastest lap of the race so far. There's another car out the pits. That is CJ. Will he cause any issues? That's 2 laps in a row. A car coming out of pit lane the same time they're coming by. Joshua King goes to the outside. Now Amelia Rose tries to go to the inside and also makes the mistake. Joshua King in first, now Lotus in the inside. Now teammates are 1 and 2, followed by the 710. Plenty laps to go in the second stage. Andrew Green is all the way up to 26, and Justin Chris is 5th. As you know, they were towards the end of the field at the end of stage 2. Kenny Flourish is also 9th, Kyle Storm 10th. So some of these playoff drivers have worked their way up. The top 10 are single file. As we see 3 wide towards the middle of the field. And someone just hits the wall as I talk about it. Amelia Rose has fallen down, now fallen back all the way to 21st. Joshua King continues to lead. Andrew Green, he's on the inside all by himself. He needs some help. They're just going around him. He continues to fall back. He has gone down all the way to 18th. Billy Sauter, that must have been your driver that hit the wall, and as you can see, there were 3 wide in the front stretch. He hits the wall. You can see all the damage on that car. Joshua King and Brogan, 1 and 2. Laps to go. There's 1 lap car up ahead, the 509. They will catch him in this lap or 2. Is pretty much single file in your top 10. It looks like someone got close to the wall back there. Not sure if they made contact or not. And I think the number 20 did make contact. Let's see if we can get a good shot. He does have right front damage to that car, so that could impact this team. We'll keep you updated on number 20. As Joshua King goes to the inside, everyone follows. Weezy gets caught behind the lapped car. Seems like the number 20 is good enough to stay out on the track. Cannot head to pit road. Joshua King continues to lead. followed by Brogan and Kyle Storm. Tyler Commander goes to the outside, followed by Lotus. Everyone's pretty happy staying single file. As now we see Cole Shoemaker goes to the inside, and he gets no help. So he falls towards the end of the line. That's the risk you take when you jump to make a move. You need some help. As we're coming up another lap car to number 61, Billy Sauter. Should catch the 61 in the next lap. As Odeon is up to 9th. What a run by that team today. You know, they had their difficulties at the end of stage 2 with a bad pit stop, but he has worked his way back up. Just got to make the right moves when you're working your way up the field. As we've almost caught up to the number 61. Everyone is single file. No one is trying to risk it right now. Joshua King goes to the outside. Now he gets behind the 61. What a mistake by the 16. Now Brogan with the lead, followed by Kyle Storm and Stuart Zomilia. Stuart has had his struggles this season, but he wants to end the season on a good note. Would love to get a win for that team. They've had a fast car, just some bad luck. As we see Billy Sauter pull off onto pit road. But Brogan continues to lead. And as we see Lotus Lee on the inside, Brogan also goes to the inside. As Joshua King is trying to make it 3 wide. That could be a mistake. And the 34 hits. And he goes out of control. Spins in front. Let's take a look at what happened from the chopper cam. He's trying to make a decision of where to go. He touches Kyle Storm, gets right in front of Storm, hits the 499, which hits the 01. Man, that is not good for Kyle Storm or Justin Chris. That's right on board the 34. He taps him. Man, that is not good for the 499. And the 81, Kyle Storm. Kyle Storm had nowhere to go. Justin Chris had nowhere to go. Man, unfortunate. This could hurt their chances of moving up to the round of 8. We will see how this plays out. As Lotus Lee goes into the pits. But Brogan stays out. So this is pretty interesting. Only a few cars come down pit road. The Lotus goes to pit road. Odeon, Tyler, Gerald. This is extremely interesting. They're going to be on a different pit strategy. So we will see how this plays out. They definitely don't have enough fuel to make it to the end. It'll be close, but I don't think they will have enough. Unless they try to save fuel for the rest of this race, it might be possible. But this changes the whole complexion of the race. The Kyle Storm is still on pit road. He's had some serious damage to the right front of that car, and his playoff run might be over after this race. Justin Chris manages to get his car back out on the track, and he is currently in 6th, or maybe he stayed out. He did stay out. He's one of the cars that stayed out. So they taking a chance. They don't feel that that damage is bad enough to come on to pit road right now. They probably figure, hey, let's just stay out, do what you can for about 10 laps, and after this end of stage 2, we'll fix it. But if he could at least finish in the top 10 at the end of stage 2, he'll get some much needed stage points. So that's probably the strategy on staying out for the number 499. And Kyle Storm is about to go a lap down. Let's take a look at the points. So as you can see, Kyle Storm was 6 with a 12-point cushion, but this could really hurt. You got to make that cut line of the top 8. So that's going to be a little tough depending on where he finishes. Justin Chris has a little bit of a better cushion. He's running 6 right now, so if he could kind of maintain that, he'll be okay. And E-Weezy don't have much points at all, so this playoff run definitely might be over. But he stayed out as well. He is in 9th. So we will see how all this plays out. As we get set for stage, are we still in stage 2? We're gonna have a few more laps. Kyle Storm is back out on the track. He is 2 laps down, so he is not the lucky dog. JQ will be the lucky dog. But JQ will be the lucky dog. So Kyle Storm needs as many points as he can get. as we will have 8 laps to go when the green flag comes out. So there's a lot of scenarios at play right now. So we're in for a wild stage 3. That is for sure. Pace car comes off the track as we get set for the restart. The green flag is out, and Brogan with a quick jump takes the lead. As we go around 1, the 301's the outside, followed by Andrew Green. They have a great push going on. The 301 drops down. And Andrew Green was going to follow him and stays to the outside, takes the lead. What a move by the 26. He fakes like he's going to the inside, goes back to the outside. Now he's in the lead, followed by Justin Chris. Andrew Green, Justin Chris, Cole Shoemaker, your top 3. Gunny's 4th, Merrill's 5th. Merrill has worked his way up to 5th. What a run so far by the 26, has worked his way up to the front. As we'll have 6 laps to go this time by. Andrew Green would love to win stage 2, get a playoff point. He is a proven champion. The top 2 are proven champions. As we see CJ get very loose towards the end of the field. A lot of 3 wide towards the back. Mainly in the front, everyone's single file. Five laps to go. Kyle Storm is back in the pits. So they are struggling with that car to keep it up to speed. That is definitely hurting his chances. No one is trying to make a move. Kyle Storm is back on the track. But this lead pack will catch him before the end of the stage. It looks like he's still on the apron, so he is on the clear. Andrew Green still out front. Your top 5, Andrew Green, Justin Chris, Cole Shoemaker, Gunny, Merrill. Three of those drivers are previous champions. 3 laps to go to the end of stage 2. Tyler Commander, he's in the outside trying to make something happen as we see two cars that came out the pits, CJ and Billy. As we've seen a few times in this race, you make the wrong move, you get stuck behind that lapped car. You're going to lose a ton of positions. We will catch them before the end of the stage. Nobody wants to make a mistake at this point of the race. 2 laps to go. As we're in the backstretch quickly approaching the lapped cars. There's a lot at stake right now. Stage win, stage points, a chance to advance. One lap to go to the end of stage 2. Where will Green go to pass these lap cars, inside or the outside? He goes to the outside. Justin Chris stays on the inside. Justin Chris makes the right move. But he has no help in the inside. So he makes the right move and doesn't make the right move at the same time. Andrew Green continues to lead. Andrew Green just decided to follow the lap cars and draft off of them. Andrew Green wins stage 2. Some very smart thinking by the number 26. He decides, hey, instead of passing him, I'm just going to draft off of them and play it safe. And because Justin Chris goes to the inside to make the move, which at the time was the right move, he had nobody following him to help him give him that push. So Andrew Green ended up making the right decision. What a wild end to stage 2. We're in for something in stage 3, that is for sure. The Brew Crew won first, second, third, and fourth. I see everyone coming in to pit this time around, because if you don't, you're definitely not going to have enough fuel. You're going to be close. You're going to be close on fuel. Everyone needs to have a great stop as we see Killmonger stays out on the track. But Killmonger, he pitted lap 48. Also as Kenny Flores. I mean, it's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close on fuel. You're looking at about 37 laps. It's going to be extremely close. I mean, we did have some caution flags, so they were able to save fuel. But if they're going to be in the front of the field, they're going to burn a ton of fuel. So this is going to be extremely interesting. as Merle McGuire comes out of pit road. First, followed by Gunny, Andrew Green, Anderson, Joshua King, Justin Chris, Shoemaker. It's about to get extremely serious in stage 3. About to drink some water because I know I'm going to need my voice for this last stage. There's so much at stake in this last stage. Who will advance to the round of 8? Did the 21 and the 90 make the right decision? And the 79, they all stayed out. Amelia Rose as well. Your points leader Lotus as well. So there's a lot of playoff drivers that stayed out, that pitted on lap 48. That's like 42 laps, minus a few cautions laps. I mean, fuel is extremely close. I mean, tops is probably 37 laps. So, man, they're really gonna try to stretch this thing out. But if you're leading, you're gonna burn way too much fuel. This is gonna be insane of a stage 3. The teams will be on edge. Team owners will be on edge. Drivers will be on edge. Will anyone play spoiler? Some of these drivers have nothing to lose. They just want to ruin somebody's day. As we get ready to go around turn 3. Who will put themselves in position to win the race? Everyone strap in. It's about to get wild as we get set for stage 3. Who will win at Dega? We're about to find out. Pace car comes off the track. Green flag is out as Killmonger takes the lead. As we go around 1, the 21 still in the lead with Kenny Flores on the outside, followed by Gerald Smith. As we head into the backstretch, we see a little bit of 3 wide going on. Merle's in the middle. Extremely dangerous right now. Everyone fighting for position. Merle stuck in the middle. He has no help, falling back. Down to 19th. Gerald Smith with the lead, followed by Amelia Rose. Top 5, Gerald, Amelia, Evan, Ethel, Gunny, and the 301. First time we call Evan's name, we know he has a fast car. He just had some bad luck this season. Can he play spoiler? Gerald Smith continues to lead. Amelia Rose goes to the outside. Amelia Rose has no help. No one is out there. But now the 301 jumps to the outside. Now Evan Ethel is hung to dry. Gunny's right behind him. Side by side as we cross the stripe. Amelia Rose with the lead. Drops down to the inside. Still plenty of laps to go. The 301 takes the lead, Georgia. Followed by Brogan. Weezy's in third. He has worked his way up to third. He was at the tail end of the field at one point. And Amelia Rose has made a bad decision, has dropped down all the way to 14th. Georgia with the lead, followed by Brogan. As we're mainly single file now. A lot of action early as we see Stefan step out for a second. Robert Tibbs is in 20th. I mean, is in 8th even with that damage. So good run for that car today. CJ peels off onto the apron, headed to the pits. Everyone content, staying single file for the moment. Who will make a move when? That is the question. And will those cars that pitted on lap 48 have enough fuel to make it to the end? Your top 5, Georgia, Brogan, E. Weezy, Tyler, and Lotus Lee. As there's a lap car up ahead, CJ came out the pits. The leaders cannot make a mistake right now if they want to win the race when they try to attempt to pass this lapped car. As we're quickly approaching CJ, the Billy Sauter heads into the pits. Justin Chris on the outside with his teammate Kenny, trying to make something happen in the outside. As we quickly approaching CJ. Where will the 301 go? He goes to the outside. Everyone follows. And Andrew Green gets stuck behind the lapped car as well as the 21. The 301 continues to lead. As we got 21 laps to go. Now we have another lapped car. Kyle Storm up ahead. We got a few actually. This is not the time the leaders want to see lapped cars. 301 goes to the outside. Now goes to the inside. Everyone follows suit. Now Lotus Lee gets caught. Now Lotus Lee trying to make it 3 wide. Lotus Lee pushing the envelope. 3 wide is not where you want to be. Extremely dangerous. .301 continues to lead. As Billy Sodders up ahead. Where will the 301 make the pass? Goes to the outside. Everyone follows this time around. As the 16 makes contact, and there's a wreck towards the middle of the field. And the caution flag comes out. What a serious wreck. It seems like it was Shoemaker involved. Let's go back a few seconds. Take a look at the chopper cam. As the 16 hits the 38, the 16 bumps to 127. The 127 is trying to save it, goes kind of up the track, hits the 16. He does a good job saving it the first time, but the second time, right into the 56 and Justin Chris. Man. So he tried to save it 2 times, and he just couldn't. That second time, he slams into the 499. Man. That's so unfortunate. That's right on board. The 127. Saves it once. He gets hit against. Can't save it the second time. Slams into Freddie Trammell and Justin Chris. And that is how Talladega goes. Justin Chris is out the race. He'll probably be back on pit road soon. Amelia Rose also got affected. I did not see what happened to the 337, but I want to take a look. Amelia Rose got stuck and hits the 127. And that is probably the day for Amelia Rose. Crazy turn of events. Merle does look good. It looks like Merle has some damage to the right fender, as you can see on top of that hood. It's separated. So Merle does have some damage, but I think it's good enough to stay out on the track. Merle's currently running 20th. Man, what a wild turn of events. Anything can happen at Dega, and as we all know, anything can happen in the ESL. Everything can turn on a dime. Kyle Storm was your lucky dog, but he is still 3 laps down. The key will be what will happen with the 499. Can he sneak in? It all depends where everyone else finishes. If he got any stage points, I mean, but right now that's tough. There's still 23 cars on the lead lap. I want to give a shout out to Paul Politickin. He is in the chat. One of our sponsors us for the multi-class A series. As we get set for the restart. As we know, Brogan was towards the end in points as far as playoff points was concerned. So a win and Brogan is in regardless of his points. Let's take a look at Amelia Rose with some damage to that car. Travis Arthur also has some damage. And Justin Chris' car is pretty beat up. I don't know if they'll get that car back out on the track, but we will see. We will have 15 laps to go when we cross the start finish. It's now or never for some of these drivers. Brogan, Eweezy, Andrew, Killmonger, Lotus. Those drivers are your playoff drivers in the top 10. So they're definitely getting huge points today. And hopefully they would advance to the round of 8. We will soon find out as the pace car comes off the track. Can Brogan take the win? Will we have a spoiler win the race? We're about to find out. Green flag is out. And the 301 with the great restart. Eweezy in the inside. 301 goes back to the inside, trying to make the block. The number 3's on the outside with some help from his teammate Tyler, followed by Doug Britton. As we go around turn 3, Brogan in the lead. Your top 5 are single file. As we see Odeon trying to join that lead pack. Evan Ethel in the inside all by himself, trying to go back up, but there's nobody there. There's no spot for him to get into. There is no lap cars up ahead, which is great. Gunny or Doug would love to win today and play spoiler. Any of these cars on the top five. Doug goes to the outside. Now Gunny's in the inside as the leaders go back to block in the inside. Now Doug is on the outside, followed by his teammate Kenny Flourish. Can they make a run on the outside? And there's a lap car up ahead. Amelia Rose is back out on the track. They're trying to get as many points as possible. Doug Britton with his first lead of the day, followed by his teammate. How long can he hold on to the lead? He wishes this run was last week, but he'll take it right now. He's got his teammate right behind him that needs to have a good finish to advance. Will they make the right decision as we come up on this lapped car? Justin Chris goes to the outside. He makes the right move. Doug gets stuck behind Amelia Rose. 11 laps to go. Got Berto in third. Stewart's Amelia is a lapped car. Kenny would love to stay up front, win and advance. It's that simple. Kenny still out front. 10 laps to go. Can anyone make that outside work as we see Odin on the outside? He's got Andrew Green pushing him. Doug Britton as well. We have no lap traffic up ahead as we go around 4 into the front stretch. Kenny continues to lead. 9 laps to go. Top 10 is pretty much single file. Who will make the move? And who will make the right move? Can Northern Lights Racing make it back-to-back in the playoffs? Chris Andrews is in third. Great run by the number 2. 8 laps to go. Can they make that outside lane work? So far, no dice. The leaders keep shifting back and forth. They're trying to block those cars in the mid-pack from trying to make a run. Everyone is content so far, single file. But we are running out of laps. 7 laps to go. Who will be the first to take a step out to the inside or to the outside? We go around turn 3. Kenny still in the lead. And let's remember, Kenny pitted on lap 48. Does he have enough fuel to the end? He's in the lead. He's burning a ton of fuel right now. But the decision has been made. So you're going to live with what happens from here on out. Your top 5, the number 90, the 512, the 221, and the number 79, Odeon. What a great run today. We will go around turn 4. Five laps to go this time around. Kenny Flores just radioed into the crew chief. He said the car feels a little light. Is he running out of fuel? Everyone is on the edge of their seat with only a few laps to go. Will Kenny win and advance? Who will make the move and when? Four laps to go. Everyone is single file. And we have 2 lap cars up ahead. As we see Emilio Rose go to the inside by himself. These lap cars will have an effect. They will catch these lap cars in the next probably lap or 2. Three laps to go. There's no more time. Gotta make moves now. Need drafting partners to work your way up if you're towards the middle. As we see the 2 lap cars, and those 2 lap cars are side by side. Gerald Smith hits the wall. We go around turn 4 into the front stretch. No time for mistakes. Two laps to go. Where does Kenny go? Does he follow his teammate? He does not know which way. He stays behind his teammate. Will he just draft off his teammate? Will his teammate help him secure the victory? Robert Tibbs is a lap down, but that is his teammate. So now we see the number 21 on the outside. He tucks back in. They are single file. White flag is out. Final lap. Who will make a move? We go around turn 1 into turn 2. Onto the back stretch. Kenny's not leaving his teammate. He's going to draft him all the way to the end. We go around turn 4 onto the front stretch. We stay single file. Kenny Flourish wins at Talladega and advances to the round of 8. What a run by the number 90. They had enough fuel to make it to the end. Great call by the crew chief. Northern Lights Racing goes back-to-back in the playoffs. Justin Chris last week. Kenny Flourish this week. We know for sure Kenny Flourish advances to the round of 8. What a race by the number 90. Anything can happen at Dega, and today surely proved that. Things get even tighter next week. Only 4 cars advance to the championship round. Who will be those drivers that advance? We head to Kansas Speedway for week 11. And we finish it off at Phoenix for week 12 for the championship round, the round of 4. Who will make it to the round of 4 after next week? We will find out in a week. Today was some great action. We had some great racing. I will tally these points after this race and post who advances with the official results. But it has been a great day. So many scenarios played out. Congrats to Kenny and his team for advancing to the round of 8. They definitely earned it today, made the right moves. And we'll see what they could do next week. This has been JV on the call. Thank you for supporting the stream and supporting the league. I will see you guys next time.